For today's video, I want to explore everything that I've learned. Maybe not everything, but a lot of what I've learned after being here on this planet for 33 years. Today's my birthday, and I kind of just wanted to take a moment to reflect, right? It's a fun thing to reflect and look back on your growth and all of that stuff. First and foremost, I'm extremely happy to be alive. Life is very cool. Um, it didn't always used to be that way for me. I definitely faced my own challenges and struggles. It was very life was very difficult for me earlier on. I'm not going to get into the reasons as to why that was, but I am going to say that I experienced a lot of very severe and crippling social anxiety. I went through depression. I went through a bunch of stuff. And I am now healing, which is really cool. Very different space of awareness to be in. Um, First and foremost, I want to say that life is not actually as scary as it is oftentimes painted out to be. It's not. Um, it's actually very much an illusion, right? We live in a way that it's just not. Life is not, more often than not, what we, you know, tremble over, what we shake over. Um, Reality very much oftentimes is different from whatever chaos our mind, the turbulence of our mind, is projecting it to be. Um, Achieving peace is one of the absolute coolest experiences out there, especially when you have been conditioned by chaos and drama and unpredictability and, you know, anxiety and depression. Peace is a very cool thing. And the interesting thing, too, about peace is that when you're raised in chaos, right, you become very conditioned by that. And when you're very conditioned by that, you actually seek that out in your life. And if you can't find it, you create it. But healing that is very interesting because, and this is also the space of awareness that I'm in right now on my journey of healing. Healing the seeking of chaos, drama, gossip, unpredictability, all of that stuff, especially in relationships, is kind of strange because there's a point when, at least for me, uh, I'm kind of in this space of awareness where it's like I'm still familiar with chaos, drama, gossip, unpredictability, all of that stuff, but I recognize that it needs to exit my life because it's like being tuned into something that's not good for you, and you know that it's not good for you, and you know that you don't need it. So getting it out of your life is what's necessary. And it's just like with anything else, whatever it is that you're familiar with, you're comfortable with, you're conditioned by, you're going to seek out. So I'm doing the best that I can to free myself from that, and it's been a very interesting journey. Um, 99.99%, I know that it's a large, very large number, but 99.99% of the things that we worry about in life really don't matter. It's just the reality of it. We oftentimes, I actually said this in yesterday's video, I believe it was, we oftentimes worry about the same thing over and over and over again, all to find out that we never needed to worry about it to begin with. That's really cool. Um, yeah, 33 years of being here on this planet. I've been through a lot, and I'm really happy that I've been through everything I've been through because I believe that if I didn't go through everything that I went through, I wouldn't be here at this point in my life with all of the growth and transformation and evolution and everything. Um, I have changed a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Night and day. Unrecognizable. Um, yeah. If you can. Here's something else that I've learned. If you can realize that you're not responsible for anybody else, you're responsible for how you treat people, of course, right? Be kind. Kindness is important. Spreading good energy in the world is very important. It always has been and it always will be. I don't know what the dynamic of the planet will look like in the future, but all that I know is that I can do my part in spreading goodness and spreading, positive energy and everything, love, all that. And that's just the way that that works, right? It's really not rocket science, it's not complicated. Life is far less complex and stressful than we make it out to be. Really, I mean, look, like, the trees don't give a shit, in case you haven't noticed. The trees do not give a shit. The birds don't give a shit. The grass doesn't give a shit. The sky doesn't. Nothing cares. Look, like, we care and we stress ourselves out caring, right? You just don't need to give a shit. Nothing out there beside like when you look at humans, like we create so much unnecessariness. We do. It's kind of funny, but like nothing else out there gives a shit. Everything is still, right? And everything else is energy. It is. Everything else is made up of energy. Nothing else gives a shit, right? So that's actually very liberating. We can learn from that. Um, what else is there? I've learned a lot in 33 years. It's been a very fun journey. Insight. When you learn something that you didn't previously know, but something that like transforms. When I say transforms, I mean night and day. Transforms your perspective. Yeah, that's that's a really cool experience. Cause like it needs to be like serious, right? And once that happens, you don't walk the same way anymore. You don't maybe you fly, maybe you float, maybe you make your entrance like I don't know, like Mary Poppins, right? Like Superman, like any mystical character. Um, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite. Maybe you know how to like swing with webs all of a sudden. When you learn it, when I say it, I mean that special magical thing, right? When you learn it, I believe everyone has the capacity to learn it, and everyone's is individually unique to themselves because we are all individually unique. We all have gifts. Um, when you learn it, your life transforms, and you can't unsee it. Your life just gets drastically better from there on out. Um, Life is good. A far majority of the bullshit that we see on a day to day basis is both unnecessary, but at the same time, a result of just how imperfect we are. All right, we're humans. We're bound to imperfection. We're going to, yeah, it's just the way that it is. Um, the key to a really great life is loving yourself first. First, loving yourself first. You need to love yourself first. Because when you love yourself first, you give yourself that validation, you give yourself everything that it is that you need, and then you attract based on that. So imagine what life would look like if you loved yourself first, and then you attract based on that. It'd look pretty awesome, right? Because then you're not attracting anything except for the best because it's love. It's based in love. The love that you give yourself, that you always could give yourself, right? Yeah. I feel like there's far too much. Maybe I should make an extra video. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. There's far too much to talk about in one video. I've learned a lot in life. I really have. And I'm really, really happy to be here. And grateful to be here.